అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. నమో నమః. Today is the second day of our classes on the basics of Puranas, on the Hindu philosophy from basics of Puranas. So from V.V. Raju garu, let us start the session with Pradhana by Aditi. Aditi, please.
शुक्लां वरदरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी, विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। हरि ओं श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः.
Okay, ధన్యవాదములు. Let us request Raju garu to start.
Yeah, so yesterday I made an introduction about how education system was there up till 1830. That is the time after which our Gurukul system has collapsed slowly under British rule, and not only that, our economy has also collapsed, because of which our Gurukul system has also collapsed. And then we have seen how Puranas and Upanishads, they are being taught by gurus in our Gurukul schools, and how every subject is being covered in our ancient time. And not only that, the Varna system which some people claim today, it is actually a wonderful system where everybody will get a chance to get themselves elevated to a higher position. That means to say that even Shudras can study and they can become Brahmins. And we have seen ample evidences from the history of our history of how it could be done. And then I told about time dilation also in Devi Bhagavata, of how Puranas talk about there being billions of universes which are like clearly described, and Devi takes Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, the three Murtis, into another world. So that is what we have seen. So I am quoting some of the slokas from the Devi Bhagavata, and why I quote Devi Bhagavata is because I have studied them in detail. So one more concept we see here, that Shakti, it talks about Shakti and the highest self, the person. So actually what I understand by this is Shiva and Shakti, they are not different, they are same, they are literally same. Even today we speak about one concept through science: E is equal to mc square, energy is equal to mass. So that's what we see in Devi Bhagavata also. So then okay, and then I also told about how there are slokas within Devi Bhagavata which shows billions of universes. So and how Srushti occurs. So then we go to Sankalpa Mantra, how time is being divided. So see, what is Para? Para is nothing but 100 years of Lord Brahma. Para Ardha, that is half of Brahma's time, that is 50 years. So when we quote Sankalpa Mantra, it says second Parardha here in this sloka from Kurma Purana, 5th chapter, 25 sloka. It talks about second Parardha. So how we are calculating, how we are telling that in Sankalpa Mantra there is Dvitiya Parardha, second Kalpa, second 50 of Brahma is, these are the sources how we quote Sankalpa Mantra. So presently Lord Brahma's age is, he has completed his first 50 and he has entered his second 50 years. In that we are in the first day, the day part of Kalpa. So that is how it calculates. And of course it also talks about how Vishnu, he is the supreme god of the universe, and how he has taken this the avatar of Varaha, that is white boar, Sveta Varaha. Because of that only, this kalpa is being named as Sveta Varaha Kalpa. So we have a clear timing of how time is being calculated. Now, we already know that Vishnu has taken this avatar to kill Hiranyaksha, and then he saves the Vedas. Now, how can somebody steal Veda? That is again a wonderful concept. Vedas are actually Shabda Rupa. They are called Shrutis. Why are they called Shrutis? Is because the Guru pronounces the Vedas and the Shishya they will hear. That is, hearing is nothing but Shruti. That is why they are called Vedas. So, again, in Puranas, there are some examples where these Vedas, they take the form of a child. We also see this concept. So, it's again a deep subject. So, Hiranyaksha, he steals the Vedas from Brahma. So, Lord Vishnu takes the form of Svetavara Kalpa, no, white boar. That's why this Kalpa is being named as Svetavara Kalpa. So, when did this occur? So, again we calculate. Dvitiya Parardhe, this is the first, second 50 of Brahma. Then we say Svetavaraha Kalpe. So, then we say Vaivatsvata Manavantare. That is, we are in the 7th Manvantara of this Svetavara Kalpa. Then we say Ashtavimshe. So, in this Svetavaraha Kalpa, in 7th Manvantara, that is Vaivatsvata Manvantara, we are in the 28th Mahayuga. And then in Sankalpa Mantra, we also say that Kali Yuge. So, in the 28th Mahayuga, we are in the Kali Yuga. Then the Sankalpa Mantra also says Pradama Pade. That is, we are in the first part of 28th Mahayuga, Kali Yuga. So, time is being wonderfully calculated in our Puranas. Now, when I first, everybody is a science student here, including myself. So, how are they calculating time? So, we know that Hubble telescope was there. Because of the Hubble telescope, they took the pictures of the universe, and then they saw what is called as redshift. Now, what does redshift indicate? It indicates that most of the galaxies which we are seeing, they were moving apart from each other. That means to say, universe is expanding. That's what we say. Now, when we speak about universe, in Sanskrit, we use a word called Brahmanda. Brahmanda. That's what the word we speak. Now, what is Brahma? It's a very big, Anda is something called a round spherical body. So, the word Brahmanda itself indicates that universe is like a Anda and it is expanding. So, that is where I got interest in most of the Puranas or Itihasas. And then, when we calculated through Hubble telescope, they thought that universe is expanding. So they thought that at some point of time in the past, the universe must have been at single point. So they calculated back, and we know about this background radiation, universe background radiation. They calculated that the universe is 1380 crore years, 13.8 billion years. Now, if you go to latest developments in science, now I am trying to mix Purana with latest science also, because there is a reason. Everybody must be knowing that the latest telescope, which has been developed and because of which research is going on, is nothing but James Webb telescope. Most of us know. Now, James Webb telescope has it is showing some galaxies which are older than 1380 crore years. Most of the science students must be knowing this. So previously, scientists calculated with Hubble telescope that the universe is 1380 crore years. Now, because of James Webb telescope, we know that universe existed prior to this time. So even this with latest study, it is nothing but it is confirming our Puranas, the time given in Puranas. How? Because we say that our universe, if you calculate all the Sankalpa mantra, Brahma's age, this Kalpa started 197 crore years. This Kalpa started 197 crore years. Then we have to add the 50 years of Lord Brahma. So how do we calculate the time of 50? What is the calculation of 50 years of Brahma? So you take 432 crore years, multiply it by 2 because day and night is there. Then you multiply it by 30 because 30 days are there in 1 month of Brahma. Then you multiply it by 12 because 12 months are there in each year. Then multiply it by their 50 because Lord Brahma has completed 50 years. If you do the total calculation, the age of the Brahma is 155 lakh crore years. If you calculate the time of Brahma, it is 155 lakh crore years according to Puranic literature. So this figure is thousands of times. I have calculated it is almost 4,000 times more than the time given by Hubble telescope. So this is the information which our Puranas give. So, and 1 minute. So this is the vast time which our Puranas give. This is much more than what science teaches today. And of course, this is a figure which is generally quoted in, you can find this picture in Google, where you can see, here we can see Karanodaka Sai Vishnu. He is lying in casual ocean. And you see that plenty of bubbles are coming out from his body. So this is what is given in Bhagavata Purana. It says that from the skin pores of Brahma, from Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, billions of universes come out, and each universe has Vishnu again. He is the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Shirodaka Sai Vishnu, and then from him the Devi will come, who is called Mula Prakriti. From him Sadasiva will come. From Sadasiva Maheshwara. From Maheshwara Vishnu. From Vishnu Brahma. From Brahma Rudras. And from Brahma all the gods, Indra and all those people. This is the hierarchy system which is being described in Puranas. So even this picture confirms what scientists are saying today. Scientists are talking about string theory, super string theory, billions of universes being there in the universe. Our Puranas, which are written at least 5,000 years ago, they are confirming multiverse theory. Now, this is one picture which scientists are proposing, that it says that there are billions of universes which are floating in some space. So this is what happens. So then again, when we go to we speak about Big Bang. So in the past, there must be some time when the universe must have been small and then it started expanding. So our Shivalinga is nothing but the Big Bang. It is, so what is Shivalinga? Shivalinga is nothing but the universe as a whole. This is the Nirakara Parabrahma, which is being expressed as Linga. So that's what is given. So next, so here is a sloka. which says that, of course, I have told that there are billions of kalpas, hundreds and thousands of kalpas, which have already passed, which have already gone in the past. So in each kalpa, the same thing happens again and again. Brahma wakes up. From Brahma, again Saptarishis will come. From Prajapati are born. From there, Devatas will come, and then they will start ruling. That's what happens in each kalpa. So here this sloka is saying that by speaking about a single Manvantara, all the Manvantaras get explained. So the Manvantaras are same. If you speak about the first Manvantara, where Swayambhu Manu is there, which is called a Swayambhu Manvantara. So if you speak about one Manvantara, whatever happens in that Manvantara will repeat in other kalpa. The only difference being there are some differences in each kalpa. There are some differences in each kalpa. I will tell you about what will be the differences like that. So, yeah. And again, how is the universe? How is the universe? And how is our solar system? Because there are slokas in our Puranas which describe how our universe works. Then here we can see there are about 7 continents. No, this is also from Kurma Purana. It is from Kurma Purana from 41st Adhyaya. Here it says that there are 7 continents. Now we know there are 7 continents. And this is being written some 5,000 years ago. So if it is written by some person, some Rishi, how does he know that there are 7 continents? There is no way. Then again, here is an important aspect. The rising and setting sun are always opposed to each other. Now, this is a wonderful concept. Not only that, the sun at midnight and at the middle of night always stand face to face. So imagine, here there is sun, it is midday. It is midday. Now, at midnight, they are opposite to each other. So indirectly, this sloka is saying that Earth is round. It is not talking about flat Earth. It is talking about Earth being round. Now, same thing is repeated here. The rising and the setting suns are always opposite to each other. This sloka indirectly it confirms that Earth is round. It is spherical. Then again, this is a wonderful sloka. No, who is Mahadeva? That is Rudra or Ishvara. He is the god of the physical world. He is the one who creates all this physical world along with Devi, and he is nothing but Kala. Kala is nothing but time. So Mahadeva is one who decides Kala. And then this is yeah. So it also speaks about 8 planets. But today science is different. Science is being different. So what are the planets, 8 planets? Thing is, even sun is taken as a graha for us. Sun, moon, Buddha, that is Mercury, Venus, and all this. Now, here it's an important sloka. It talks about Dhruva, that is polar star. Now, what is my understanding of polar star? Polar star is nothing but it is an axis. It's an axis around which everything will rotate. Now, when you go to the story of Dhruva, Dhruva is a son of Priyamvada. He is a son of Priyamvada who lived in first Manvantara, who is called Swayambhu Manu. So he is the son of that king because his stepmother doesn't allow him to go near the king. So Dhruva, what he does is he does tapasya for Vishnu, Narayana, and he gets a boon which says that I should get the highest position, which is more than Swayambhu Manu. So Vishnu says that, okay, you will get that position. So Dhruva is nothing but it is a position around which everything, all the entire universe rotates. So that is nothing but polar star. It's a Dhruva sthana. And then this is a wonderful sloka from Kurma Purana. How is the solar system? Here you can clearly see that the planets are moved like a firebrand in a circle. Where is the circle? Very simple. They are rotating around the sun. Since the wind serves as a vehicle for them, therefore it is called pravaha. So all these planets are moving around something. And then again, if you go to solar system also, according to our Jyotisha, it says that even sun is a graha. No, but science says that planets are going around the sun. Then how come Surya, the sun, becomes a graha? But actually, if you look at how the solar system is going around each other, the planets are actually not rotating around the sun. They are rotating around a point. You can go and check in the YouTube, around a point called Berry Point. It is not rotating. The planets are actually not rotating around the sun. They are rotating a point in the sun, inside the sun, called Berry Point. It means sun is also rotating around the planets. So probably that is the reason why Jyotishya or our Puranas consider sun as graha. So that is the explanation which is being given in Puranas. Yeah, I will go a little bit further. So again, Kurma Purana describes about the 14 lokas, the higher planets, higher planetary systems, and the lower planetary systems. So what are the higher planetary systems? Bhu, Bhuvar, Tapa, Jana, all these lokas are being described in Puranas. In Kurma Purana also, described in other Puranas also, they are described. Now, what are the inferior planetary systems? Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Patala. So all 14 planetary systems which exist in each universe are being described. Now, among them, the place of Brahma, which is Satyaloka, this is the highest. So that is what Kurma Purana is saying here. The place of Brahma is unreachable and it shines like crores of suns. Now imagine in our solar system, we have only one sun. Now imagine there are crores of suns at one place. That is Satyaloka. That is where Brahma resides. Now this is the highest loka. Now, even if you consider Brahma being the highest loka, the time dilation which is being told in our Puranas is excellent. It says that one day in Brahma loka is equal to 432 crore years. That is Kalpa. So, in our physical world, in our physical reality, Brahma loka is the highest. So, it also explains this time dilation concept in our Puranas. Now, there is a palace in Brahmaloka where Narayana also resides. So in each universe, Lord Narayana is there, and in this also Lord Shiva is also there. So in each universe, all these three people are there. Then it speaks about different varshas, Ketumala Varsha, Kimpurusha Varsha. Now all these varshas are nothing but the continents which are being described in Puranas. Now, how is Bharata Varsha? Now, when I say Bharata Varsha is not just the India part. The India which we are living today is not Bharata Varsha. This is only Bharata Khanda. So, Bharata Varsha is a bigger concept where probably from Egypt onwards to China, from Tibet down to Indian Ocean, that is Bharata Varsha, which is being described in Puranas. Now here, women and men, they have different complexion. So according to Purana, Indians, they don't have one color. Because again, most of the people, they bring Aryan invasion theory here. That is also wrong, according to this sloka. Because this sloka is saying that men and women, they have different complexions. They are black, they are white, everything. So whoever is there, white or black, they all are Indians in Bharatavarsha. But presently now, Baluchistan is divided from us in 1940. Iran, Iraq are gone some 100 of years. It has separated from us. China, it got separated from us. So then Indonesia and all these parts, which are part of Bharatavarsha, they are already separated. Now in 1947, even Pakistan and Bangladesh, they are separated. So what we are today in India or Bharatakanda is totally different from what is being described in Puranas. So here you can see that Bharatavarsha is spread over 9,000 yojanas. So probably that was the size of Bharatavarsha during that time, during Puranic time. And this is a wonderful sloka from Vishnu Purana, which says what is Bharatavarsha. So it says Samudranki Uttarana, that is north of Samudra, Himagiri, Himalayas, Dakshina. So that is the place. It also says 9,000 yojanas. Now it also says that Bharatavarsha is Karma Bhumi. So if anybody in the world, he want to get moksha, he has to come down here to India. So this is Karma Bhumi according to Vishnu Purana. And then I will go into another topic. So time, I have already told you how time is being calculated in our Puranas. Now another concept which we find in our Puranas, particularly I am showing is Bhagavata Purana. Here I am showing 3rd canto and 31 chapter. Here you can see embryology also. If you have read Bhagavata Purana, you can see embryology. Now what does it say? On one's karma and under divine guidance, the particle of semen of a man enters the womb of a woman. So it is speaking about fertilization. Then at the first night, the sperm and ovum mix. 5th night, there is a bubble. And thereafter, in 10 days, you get a flesh or an egg. Now, being a science student and also a doctor, this one closely resembles what is being told in science. What Bhagavata Purana is saying about science is almost equal. And then here you can see, within a month, a head appears, and within 2 months, that is 6 weeks, limbs and feet also appear. This is what we scientists speak about. In 4 months and 7 months, almost like in 5 months, in 6 months, the fetus will start movement and all that. So Bhagavata Purana here is describing about embryology, how inside the womb of a mother, the fetus develops. Now this is again how the rishis have visualized this. This is a surprise. And then it also speaks about Prakriti, how the universe, we have spoken about the time. Now, how the universe, it comes into being. So first it says Purusha, that is the universal consciousness. From him the Prakriti comes. Now here you can take any name. You can speak about this Purusha as Vishnu. You can take this Purusha as Shiva. You can take this Purusha as Hiranyagarbha. It doesn't matter. So from Purusha, Prakriti comes. This Prakriti is being described as primordial nature or unmanifested Avyakta Rupa, or it in Purusha Sukta, this Prakriti is being described as Virat. It is being described as Virat. So from these two people, you get the Mahat. From Mahat, Buddhi comes, from Buddhi, Ahankara. From there, you get Pancha Tanmatras, Panchabhutas, all this. So, if you see, I will speak about, because most of this Mahat, Buddhi, Ahankara, we may not understand. Because when we compare with science, we may not understand what is this. We take simple example of Panchabhutas. Now, what are Panchabhutas? First, they say Akasha. Now, what is Akasha representative of? Sound. Now, what is this sound? When you go into the Big Bang or something like that, you say there are subatomic particles at the beginning of creation. And these subatomic particles, they vibrate and create sound. That is nothing but Shabda. So, primordial universe, when it is created, this is represented by sound. That is nothing but Akasha. Now, next, when it goes, it says Apa, that is water. No, water, no, sorry, not water, Panchabhutas. So, if you take that pattern also, it exactly, the creation, it follows that pattern. So, Akasha, all particles, and last but nothing, it's Prithvi. Prithvi is nothing but, it's a gross word. It donates the physical solid matter. So this is nothing but, everybody know, this is Sankhya philosophy. This is being described in detail in Bhagavata Purana, not only Bhagavata Purana, in many Puranas also. And then this is a wonderful sloka in Bhagavad Gita which says about, there is also a sloka in Padma Purana which says there are 8.4 million species. But why do you refer to this figure, 8.4 million species? So when we are born as a human, this is the best place, this is the best place probably where you can go to moksha or to higher worlds. So if you calculate science, what does science say? Science says that it's a mathematical calculation again. Science says that there are 7.6 plus or minus 1.3 million species. That is what science says. So when you take Earth, how many species are there? How many species? Science says, based on a mathematical calculation, that there are 7.6 plus or minus 1.3 million species. Now, what Padma Purana is saying is this figure almost mimics that part. Almost, it is close to that. Now, the question comes, how does the Rishi or Veda Vyasa, who has compiled the Padma Purana, he knows that there are so many 84 lakh species. This is again a surprise. The Rishi is exactly giving the figure of the number of species which are present on Earth. And then, what are these species divided into? They are divided into 4 types according to Puranas. Andaja. Andaja are the species which are born from eggs. Then there are which are born from sweat. Then Udbaja, they are born from earth. Then Sarayuja, they are born from womb. Now, when you take most of the animals or plants which are seen on earth, they are born in these 4 ways. There are a lot of species, reptiles, which are born from earth, from eggs. Then there are a lot of species which are born from sweat also. Then lot of plants, they come out of earth. That is Udvija. Then womb. Most of the mammals, they are born from womb. So this classification is also there according to Sanatana Dharma. Then I have spoken about the bigger time, Dvitiya Parartha and all that. So here again I am showing Kalpa timing because I want to give a little bit detail about this. Again, there is a Nimesha, there is a concept like Kashta, Nimesha. from second to the highest time there is calculation in Puranas. I think I have that slide also. I will show it. So again, our Puranas, they speak about higher beings, supernatural beings. They are called Yakshas, Kinnaras, Gandharvas, Kimpurushas. Now, you may take them as alien species. You can take them as aliens also. There is no problem. These are higher species. These higher beings, they live in higher planets. That's what our Purana says. And then there are concepts of mythical flying saucers or radhas, flying vimanas also. So classically, we can see them in Mahabharata. You can see them in Ramayana, the Pushpaka Vimana and all that. So how did Rishis visualize these Vimanas? And again, if somebody has read Ramayana also, in Ramayana, the Pushpaka Vimana has been described in very much detail. It says that inside Pushpaka Vimana, there is a geological location of Earth also in Pushpaka Vimana in Ramayana. So you can go and read them. A lot of them are there. Then in our Puranas, there is description of advanced weaponry. So you come across Narayanastra. Now Narayanastra is being described in Mahabharata. And the only way to escape from this is to surrender to it. If you surrender to it, it won't kill you, it won't destroy you. Then you come across Pashupatastra, Varunastra. Now, we may think that these are all mythological, the Rishis must have imagined it. No problem. But there is a description about this advanced weaponry. Again, according to Puranas or Itihasas, there are Astras and then there are Shastras also. Now, what are Shastras? Shastras are something like swords with which you fight. Astras are advanced weaponry. And then, so this is what our Puranas divide time into. So, Gati is what? 24 minutes. Pal is 24 seconds. Muhurta is 48 minutes. Kala or 30 kastas is 1.6 minutes. Now, Kashta, what is Kashta? 3.2 seconds, the time which we think about. And then here you can see what is Kala is 48 seconds. What is Ghatika is 30. Kalas is nothing but 1.3 or 24 minutes. Muhurta is 20 Ghatikas, which is 48 minutes. Then Ahoratra is, we know, 30 Muhurtas, which is 24 hours. And then most of us know how our mathematics is there, how we divide time. We know Padi, 10. Now, when you take Indian, the Western system, we should not call it as Western system, it is a scientific system. We have trillion, then quadrillion, and all these things are there. But when you go to our Indian system, you can go to the highest figure, which is called Mahabhuri, Mahabhuri. So our Indian Rishis have not only calculated time from under 1 second to highest Brahma's time, Para, which is 311 lakh crore years, to mathematical calculation, the numerical system. And we also know that Indians have given zero system and decimal system to the world, which we are proud of. So, yeah, again in Bhagavata, we come across different system, how Gurukul system was there. So, classical example being Krishna and Balarama going to Sandeepa Muni to learn, to take education. But here clearly this sloka says that both of them, Krishna and Balarama already know all this, but still they have gone to Rishi to learn. Why? Because they are teaching us how we should respect our Guru. So they have learned Dhanurveda, they have learned entire Veda and the six Vedangas and Upanishads also. Balarama and Krishna, they have learned from Sandipa Muni. And then at the end of that, and not only that, you can see here in 35, 36 sloka that there are 64 arts and skills. 64 arts and skills. So what are the 64 subjects? So we had 64 subjects apart from Dhanurveda, Ayurveda. So many subjects were there according to our Puranas. And after learning all these, they asked the Guru, what is the Dakshina? What is Guru Dakshina? So you already know the story that Sandipa Muni has lost his son. His son died. So Sandipa Muni, he knows that Krishna is the supreme being of the universe. He asks Krishna that give me my son back. But otherwise, ordinary Shishya cannot do this. So we already know that Lord Krishna goes to Varuna Loka. Now, what is this Varuna Loka? Varuna is a deity according to the Vedas. So from Varuna, Krishna gets back the son of Sandipa Muni and gives the son back to Sandipa Muni as Guru Dakshina. That is what our Bhagavata Purana says. And then we also have 4 Varnas in Puranas and in Vedic literature, according to which the rule will be done. According to that, the society will run. So when I say Brahmana is not a fixed class of people. It is nothing but the intelligentsia. Now, a Shudra like me or anybody can become a Brahmana. I have shown the example of Parashurama making this. I have given the example of Kerala, where Nambudi Brahmins were fishermen before, they were Shudras. They were made Brahmanas by Parashurama. So anybody can become Brahmana. That's why there is a sloka in Padma Purana which says that Janmana Jayate Shudraha. By birth, everybody is a Shudra. So by learning, we can change our Varna system. Other example is Vishwamitra. He was a Kshatriya by birth. He was a Kshatriya, but he had developed a fight between Vishwamitra and himself. So he decided that he will do tapasya and then he will become Brahmana. And likewise, he has become Brahmana, but it took a lot of effort. He did tapasya for thousands of years to become a Brahmana. Then he controlled his senses, because Brahmana is meant to control senses. So he has lost all his temper. He has become Brahmana. At that point of time, Brahma comes to him and says, Vishwamitra, you have become Brahmarshi now. What do you want? He says, I don't want anything. I want the Vasishtha to come here and declare me as Brahmarshi. So from fighting with a Brahmana, he has become a Brahmarshi himself. And then you get a lot of examples in Puranas where Vaishyas, how Vaishyas they do business. Even in Kurma Purana, how Vaishyas have to behave themselves. They have to follow Dharma, these 4 systems, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Even if you do karma, Kama is not only Kama, it is anything to do with money or any other desires. Then Ardha is money and all this. So even if you want to follow Dharma and Ardha, it should be according to Dharma. Dharma, Ardha, Kama, Moksha. If you follow all these 4, then you get Moksha. Now, who is the Shudra? By birth, everybody is a Shudra. Even in our Gurukula schools, as being what is being described in Puranas, in history also, all of the four used to go to Gurukula schools, and the people who were unable to learn anything, they would become Shudras automatically. They will become Shudras automatically. So that is what is being described. Then again, we have four ashramas. So we say no, Varna ashrama dharma. So Varna we have known four types. Then ashrama. So what are the ashramas? We have Brahmacharya ashrama, where there is a period of exclusive studentship. So what will happen during this Brahmacharya? The students, they go to Guru, they study in that with this Guru. They have nothing. They will only study there. Whatever Guru says, they have to follow it. They have to follow it. So they will go to Guru, they will stay there. They will do either agriculture, then or they will do Bhikshatana. They get all that food, they will give it to their Guru, and then the Guru distributes all that. They'll stay there with the Guru, they do study. So whoever is intelligent, whoever learns Vedas, they will automatically become Brahmanas. And the students who are very good at fighting, they will become Kshatriyas, or they will go and join the army. And the students who are very good in business and Ardha, they will become Vaishyas. The students who have not understood, because in our times also we see that you must have gone to school, I have gone to school. There are a lot of backbenchers. They fail so many times. They cannot study. They are school dropouts. So like that, during that time also, there are a lot of people who have not studied at all. So automatically they will become Shudras, like that. Now, after studying, what will happen? These people, they will marry. They will become Gruhastha. So they will become Gruhastha, but even during Gruhastha also, they will follow Dharma. They will regularly do Dharma. They will follow Dharma. They will do Yajnas. They will become Dan. They will give Dana. And Gruhastha is a very important ashrama where Gruhastha is responsible for the entire economic system in our Vedic period. Then after this, imagine that Gruhastha, he has produced a lot of children. Those children are married and they produce children. So he will become grandfather and grandmother. So what they will do is they will retire to forest. That is nothing but Vanaprastha. So they go and stay in the forest. And then you also have Sannyasa Dharma. They will go away from home. They retire to forest. They will stay there. So these are the four ashrama systems. Now, what is happening today? Today, we see old age homes. The children are not bothering about their parents. So what will happen? It has become a nuclear family. The son or daughter, they take their parents and put them in old age homes where nobody will take care. And we see a lot of examples where sons and daughters, they stay in US. They stay in US. The father and mother will die here. And this old age home fellow, he will call them, sir, your mother has died. So he says, I will send money. You, whatever procedures are to be followed, you do it. So this is what is happening today. But during Vanaprastha Ashrama, what will happen? The parents, they leave their children, they will go to forest, and the sons will never know what will happen to them again. So the concept of old age homes is never there in Puranas or in Sanatana Dharma. But again, why this? This is nothing but it is a Vairagya. This form of Vairagya. Because of Vairagya, they go to forest. That is the concept which is being described this in Ashrama Dharma. And then again, yoga is also described. So I have told about the society, how it was there during that time. Again, yoga. Now, yoga, we need not tell, after Modi ji has become PM, UN has also recognized yoga as one of the best practices, which will control senses and mind, because of which you can get health, you can live long. So, yoga is being recognized worldwide, and many countries are following Yoga Day today. Not only India, even Christian and Islamic countries are following yoga even today. So these are various topics which are being described in Puranas. I think this is the last slide. So this is the concept of you can say science or society, which are all these are being described in our Puranas and Itihasas. So this was the education system during the Puranic time. So this was the education system. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go for some question answer session.
Okay.
People are interested. Anybody wants to ask any question? Okay. I think now
most of the students have left because they have exams, I think. Right.
No, doesn't matter, but the video recording is there. We'll post it.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for even you. I think you have come out from the operation theater, and then some time. I hope the people inside are not affected because of our involvement in this. Thank you so much, and we look forward for some more association some next time for other classes. So,
okay, sir.
thank you so much.
Dhanyavad, Guruji. Very nice session.
Dhanyavad.
Yeah.
Guruji, it was interesting, like learning about like whichever particular shlokas, like how it links to our modern day science. So even my brother actually sat next to me and was listening. So it was nice, Guruji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll go for Prarthana, and no, I think you have some more work.
Yes, sir.
No. So we'll go for Prarthana and Janagana Manase. Thank you so much.
Sir, I will leave, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Aditi, please chant Prarthana.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Swasti. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavadamalu. Then now we will recite Janganamana and then close.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद
Jai Hind.
जय
ధన్యవాదములు అదితి అండ్ కళా చిట్టిబాబు గారు.